What is up, Cinders? Welcome to Chicken Cindy's. Today's new bike day, and I kind of really wasn't planning on buying this. Welcome, everybody. If this is your first time here, I am Joshua. I've been seeing videos pop up over this bike. I'll post a couple pictures of my buds who have actually gotten this bike and done a couple things, whether it's been upgrades or just ride reviews and things like that. But the price of like $260 roughly for this bike. And I was like, you know what? It's been a bit since I've done an actual budget bike build on the channel. So I figured, let's go for it. I decided to do the boxed version. I found out there was a local one here at a Walmart about 30 miles away. But I kind of wanted to do the unboxing experience. Box-wise looks okay, besides this giant hole where you can see the stem is kind of sticking out there. So hopefully it's not too damaged. We got, this is the large size technically. I'm trying to remember what the different sizes were. There were two though. I think this one's 50 centimeters or something of that nature. So I guess technically the sizes are small and medium on that side of the box. Hopefully you can see that. It says medium though. So we're just gonna do a nice unboxing and put the bike together. I'm not planning on doing anything super crazy today. If you are planning on buying this bike and you decide to purchase this bike from Walmart.com, this is the experience you're going to have. So let's get into it, unbox this. And as we go, I'll just kind of talk a little bit. I know kind of bikes, gravel bikes are kind of hit and miss in the mountain biking community. I think they're terrific. I think if you are wanting to become a better rider in the sense of like endurance and that kind of a situation, ooh, there goes the seat. I think that's what these are actually for. You can take them on the trail, obviously, if you'd like to. You don't have to. But overall, in the sense of like, what would you use a gravel bike for? For me, the reason why I use gravel bikes is if, let's say, the trails are closed. So if my trails are closed due to rain or water, but it's a nice sunny day, guess what? I can get on my gravel bike, ride some gravel, hit the road even if I want to do some road miles and that kind of a thing. We got a pretty decent bike path near my house. It's a pretty boring bike path and it's literally just straight there and back. But if I ride it all the way down and back, it's a good 25-mile ride, give or take. So nothing, nothing super crazy in the world of bike riding, but it's a good hour and a half worth of riding, which again is just kind of like a form of endurance training. The last bike I unboxed was was a Polygon, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna find a bike company that will top the Polygon unboxing experience. I'll have a link to that unboxing there. I couldn't believe how well that bike was boxed. It was absolutely mind-blowing to me. Very, very impressed by that thing. It's a very nice, like, army green, I'd almost say. I really like the color quite a bit. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the color, and honestly, these Kenda tires, they look pretty nice, and I love the tan on them. You guys know me, I love tan walls, so definitely a really nice touch in my opinion there. Let's look in the goodie box real quick to see what we get. I'm expecting some pedals. I'd really like to see some tools in here, hopefully. All right, we got our little axle, a little quick release axle. Some little plastic pedals, nothing super crazy there. I'd say if you're going to be doing some actual like single track trails and things like that, you're probably either going to be clipless. It seems like a lot of people that ride gravel bikes go clipless. I will not be clipless. I'll be getting some different pedals for this, so I'll get some nicer pins. So that's not something I will use. I want to show you this real quick. Mine wasn't exactly attached super well, but this was on the front of the fork. So it looks like to kind of keep it in place and everything, so that's pretty cool. Kind of help keep the little prongs on the fork from bending. Optional reflectors. And let's check out our fancy little tool set we got. There you go. A couple Allen keys and this fun little like multi-wrench tool kind of thing. I've seen these before. My 700C Crew Defender came with one of these. Do I still have it? Doesn't look like I do. I love that little tool. I used it for everything, so I'll probably end up keeping a hold of this. I wish I knew what happened to that Crew Defender one, because it was really cool. Oh well. It is what it is. All right, let's get this handlebar on. You got a 4mm for the faceplate. So the stem looks like it's about a 70mm, give or take. It definitely looks like it's longer. It doesn't look like it's super crazy long. I've not really looked at the specs on this bike at all or anything. I just kind of bought it just to see what like I thought about it, especially for the price. It just seemed like a good all-around bike. I don't really have any expectations necessarily. I'm just hoping to get a bike that's functioning out of the box from Walmart. And I have my first upgrade planned already, actually, and that should be in Monday, which I'm really excited for that. With this stem being an open style stem in the sense of right here, you're going to want to try to keep the gap on the top and the bottom roughly around the same. You don't want to accidentally pinch one closed all the way. So just kind of pay attention to that as you tighten the tops and bottom bolts. The wrap on the handlebar is really cool looking. It's almost got a reflective look, and it's got a neat little Ozark Trail on the plug down there. That's pretty cool. So now they, interesting. Looks good. I think that's pretty sharp. Let's get the front wheel on. It's kind of nice. What I noticed is it's Presta, so that's pretty cool. I would not have expected this to be Presta at the price it is. Let's take a look at the saddle real quick. Seat post is 27.2, so typical budget seat size. P&W makes some dropper post for that size, but this being a gravel bike, I'm not sure how much space I'll have. The saddle itself looks okay. I mean, little channel there, so, but definitely the cheaper style clamp on there, so adjustability might be a little difficult, but it'll work no problem. Before we put this in, you guys know the rule. There's a little bit of grease. By the way, absolutely love this little Park Tool grease gun. Makes application so nice and easy. As I insert it, I'll just kind of, I'll spin it around. Whee! This seat post is long. I mean, holy cow, you can slam it. Good grief. I don't know how high this is going to have to be set as of right now. We'll just kind of throw it in there and just get the whole aesthetics of a bicycle. All right, we're gonna put on one pedal only, and I'm gonna take it off pretty quick. But we're gonna put on one pedal just so I can see how it shifts. I believe this is a 2x7. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 2x7. The rear is a freewheel, so if you're planning on doing like an upgrade, it's pretty hard to upgrade freewheels in the sense of like, you know, bigger cog sets and things like that. I know they make some extended range freewheels, so something to keep in mind. This will be the first time I've actually ridden, well, I guess that's a Shimano tourney, but I saw this as an LT Woo. The actual hood shifters are LT Woo as well. So that'll be the first time I've actually ran LT Woo. So I'm interested to see how that does. So let's check out the shifting straight out of the box. All right, shifted into that top gear pretty good. Okay, so the shifters are kind of wonky. I've never seen it with little triggers like that. That's actually some pretty smooth shifting though. Holy cow. You got a little chain. Oh, I'm hitting this right here. The cable. Okay. All right, she's struggling a little bit there to go back up. See if she skips. I'm guessing she'll skip a cog eventually. Yep, right there. You saw it skips there. So let's go down. Okay, so looks like it'll just need a little bit of adjusting. So it shifted pretty smooth, but you can see there it was kind of just a little wonky in the sense of, ooh, brakes don't feel bad. All right, let's check out the front derailleur now. I don't know who trimmed that, but knock it off. Easy fix. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Oh, angry. Okay, well, it's got 2 clicks there. So, you got the one in the middle. I'm guessing that's just to kind of help with your chain alignment. So if you're wanting to be there and it's hitting your cage, yeah, kinda. Seems like it. I'd almost prefer a yes or no. So you got that. Seems like it shifts pretty good. The shifting out of the box is actually pretty good, but I've never had hoods with this little thing, and it has both of them. They're like little trigger shifters. So I've always had the ones where one, and then you'd be able to push the whole to go the other direction. So instead of doing that, you actually would push this, and that's how you shift the other direction, which is kind of interesting. So I'm trying to, I guess, yeah, you'd use your thumb if you're on the hood. So that doesn't seem too bad, like ergonomically wise. I just have never seen that before. So I don't know if that's like something that's specific to LT Woo maybe. Maybe there's like a copyright infringement for the other direction. Because I think the ones I have on my actual gravel / road bike, pretty sure is GRX. So Shimano GRX, and it works really good. I like it a lot. So it'll be interesting to try this stuff out. Brief synopsis of things that kind of stand out to me over this bike just as of right now, just unboxing it. Assembly, very straightforward, very easy in my opinion. Handlebars, putting on the front wheel, and then basically putting on the actual pedals, whether it be clipless pedals for you or different style of flat pedals or even the stock pedals. So if you're riding just around your house and local like sidewalks and bike trails and stuff that's pretty well concrete, I think the stock pedals will be absolutely fine for you. They're just nice plastic nylon pedals, so you'll have no issues there. The bike looks really nice. I'm excited to try these Kenda tires out. The Kendas look great. As mentioned, it's a free wheel in the back, which may deter some people just because of upgradability. I'm not dogging on free wheels. I think they're fine, but they are a budget option, and to keep in mind, this bike's less than $300 as a gravel bike. So you got to cut corners somewhere. You have the 2x up front, 7-speed in the rear. Seems to be shifting fine out of the box until I get it on the actual road. It could be shifting perfect on the actual stand, but for some reason, when you put weight on the bike, the shifting can go out of whack. So the hoods are a little weird in the sense of the way they shift. That may be entirely normal for LT Woo. I have no idea because I've never ridden LT Woo before. I just know, as I mentioned with my GRX shifters, they're just slightly different. It's just going to be getting used to it, and there's nothing wrong there. This is the medium-sized bike. Whenever I do my ride review, that's kind of what I'll get into, the actual, the fit and feel for me. I'm 5'10", 32-inch inseam, so we'll just check that out whenever I go on the actual ride. But overall, for the price, this seems like a really nice bike. I'm pretty impressed with it. We're going to weigh it here in just a second. Before we weigh it, I'll kind of give you a heads up what next week's video is going to be. So I've did my research on this, and I'm aware what you can and can't do with it in the sense of what size parts are and whatnot. So this will be the first time in the channel that I've ever purchased a baloney fork. So we're going to put a baloney air fork on this because, I don't know, I just felt like doing a interesting, cheaper build. And if you've noticed from the picture of that baloney fork, it is tapered as well. This will accept a tapered fork, but you have to have a special adapter. I'll throw it right here. I've probably done 2 or 3 videos. I know one specifically using that Risk headset for putting tapered forks on straight steer fork bikes and kind of how it works. I think Wolftick just put one out not too long ago as well. So heads up on that. If you watch Wolftick, you'll see that as well. But I believe they used Zitto, and I usually use the Risks. So just a heads up on that. But yeah, we're going to be putting a tapered air fork on this, so I'm interested to see the weight difference there in the fork. And overall, I've got some fun stuff planned for this bike. If there's anything you want me to do or you'd like me to see or like me to do to the bike, please put them down in the comments. Let's weigh it real quick. I'm guessing it's going to be around 30 pounds, give or take, but let's see for sure. Try to keep it balanced a little bit. Wow. Huh. I didn't expect it to weigh that much. Interesting. It's right at 36 pounds. So let me change the unit. So you got, that's a lot of ounces. There you go. 16.3 kilograms. And 35.89 pounds. Interesting. I really wouldn't have guessed it weighing that much. Huh. If you have one of these, let me know how much yours weighs. Maybe mine's just different, but I don't know. Between the bottom bracket, the 2x up front, free wheel, I can see where a lot of that weight's coming from. So let's see if we can get it below 30. Maybe that's what we'll shoot for. But thank you everyone for tuning in. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, please consider subscribing. But other than that, thank you for tuning in. And until next time, everybody take care.